Hello, this is Dr. R. Rajamanikam. Today one of my friend, he was asking me very specific information on plastic ban. So he was asking me how far it is reliable to have plastic ban for a beautiful mountain city, which is also a very famous tourism destiny. So I was telling him, forget about having a policy on plastic ban for a city. I'll talk about how at my home I manage plastic or non-recyclable dry waste. So here you are seeing 4 different bins. These bins are kept for storing my dry waste like paper, plastic, cardboard, metal, leather, textile, ceramic, wax, all those stuff. So it is dry waste, not biodegradable waste. So here you can see my first bin represent recyclable paper. So in my home I am definitely generating newspaper, cardboard, hardboard boxes, shredded or crushed paper. So this paper waste, it easily gets recycling by using nearby local facility. So I keep these materials in recyclable paper bin. And second is recyclable plastic waste. Like not all plastic waste is bad. Like we have really good recycling facility near or far away. All we need to know, where we can send this material to. So all this plastic waste, it is segregated under recyclable plastic waste. And then whatever not plastic and paper, like glass, metal, and then telecommunication materials, computer spare parts, all those stuff, wire, etc. So these are other recyclable dry waste I generate. Finally, I keep one barrel. This is non-recyclable dry waste. You can see whatever material showed here. These materials have no recycling facility nearby my hometown. So by keeping 4 different bin, I understand my waste stream, like what different type of dry waste at my home I generate, and how much exactly recoverable portion, like in paper, plastic, others, how much different type of items can go to recycling unit, what different type of items cannot get recycled locally. So in case if I have to make policy for myself, waste avoidance, waste prevention, waste minimization, I should first focus on this non-recyclable dry waste portion, because anyway for other waste, I have recycling unit, I can easily get rid of them, and this material will get recycled and will be kept in use for in some other form of or some other way. But when it comes to non-recyclable dry waste, definitely in India we should make some kind of policy for waste avoidance. Let me talk about only plastic waste, because many cities in India, they are trying to make a plastic ban. So not all plastic we have to ban. Certain type of plastic have good recycling facility in any town, like all the PET water bottle, and then solvent containers, then cans, the oil cans, soap can, all those stuff, and then the soap, the shampoo bottles, broken furnitures, trays, jug, mug, everything, and then curd packet, milk packet, oil packet, bottle cap, brush, toothbrush, comb, pen, and then pipes. So all this plastic waste have good recycling value. We have many local recycling industries. So in my life, I need not to worry about this type of plastic. At the same time, some specific type of plastics, they are massively occupying our waste stream or cannot be recycled locally. You can see like all the banners, and then the main item, silver coated plastic, or we call it multi-layer plastic, all the food wrappers, chip wrappers. So this particular item, no, it has no recycling industry locally, or I don't think so in India. So, and then the carry bag, use and throw carry bag, garbage bag, and then gift wrappers, straws, bubble wrapper, rope, and then our toothpaste tubes, and then the washing scrub pad, all those things, thermocol, cushion, all those things have no recycling facility in India. So such kind of item, no, we should be highly aware of. Even after segregating my waste, reaching my municipality for recycling, definitely this particular type of plastic waste cannot be recycled. So if I have to make my own policy on waste reduction, I should sincerely work on this particular items. Maybe I can search alternatives. If there is no alternative, I should use this product very less time. So that is the only option. So either for township, or at household level, or in an institution, or even for a gated community, if someone wanted to make healthy plastic avoidance, or let it be waste avoidance policy, we should understand what different type of waste we generate, different types of sources of waste generation, the composition of waste, and then the recoverable portion of our waste stream, like the local recycling. By using local recycling industry, what material will get easily recycled. So rest of the non-recyclable waste, we should definitely make clear policy, like where to avoid, how to avoid. So two different sector. One is consumer, then the wholesale dealer. The third one is very, very important, the manufacturer. So at many time, as a common man, I can't influence my manufacturer, but I can still influence my retailer or shop owner. So whenever I go to shop, I really tell a shop owner, okay, I'm not interested in this particular product because this product has non-recyclable portion of packaging. So, and then if you can still reach your manufacturer, send an email to this manufacturer, okay, why your product comes in non-recyclable packaging, because of it I am not consuming your product. Also, there is one more thing. When you make a policy for city, definitely city authorities easily can influence the manufacturer. So tell the manufacturer, this is the capacity of my town. Your product knows, by getting wholesale dealers data, you can definitely tell this much of your product is getting sold here, and as part of extended producer responsibility, you are the responsible person. You're supposed to take back all these non-recyclable containers or packagings or wrappers. So make some facility available. Even after sending this mail, connecting with the manufacturer, if there is no response, as a consumer, I should make clear mindset of changing my consumer habit. Like, I'm no more interested in this particular product because the manufacturer, retailer, they are not ready to take my waste back. So when a city is making a policy, please consider the non-recyclable portion of waste. Why it is non-recyclable? Because you have no local recycling facility, or the manufacturer is not interested in taking back the waste material. So after considering local recycling unit, consumers, and the manufacturing unit, you can definitely ban certain type of plastic which is not recyclable, ending in open landfill, getting burnt, emitting dioxins, or washed away by streams, rivers, accumulating inside forest, eaten up by wild animals. So all those pollution can be avoided. My friend was asking me one interesting question. Can plastic ban be a solution to India's plastic waste pollution? So my answer is no, because huge portion of recyclable dry waste still has no recycling facility in India. Many cities in India have no access or they have very limited access to these recycling facilities. So, by improving India's dry waste recycling units like industries, India can improve definitely dry waste recycling goals. So, city authorities should concentrate on both, like arranging dry waste collection facility for a township, like residential, institutional, industrial, commercial, domestic sector waste should be properly collected. Collected waste should be reaching appropriate recycling industry. So once the city authorities are really successful with recyclable portion of dry waste, then they can concentrate on how to minimize or avoid non-recyclable portion of dry waste. Otherwise, we are missing huge portion of recyclable dry waste. If the city has overflowing recyclable dry waste in streets, nobody will think care of non-recyclable portion of dry waste which has clear policy for waste reduction or plastic ban. Plastic ban will do two magic. This is my point of view. One is it will definitely improve local community knowledge perception on waste issues, especially plastic pollution. So we are putting huge effort for community outreach, educating local community on environmental issues. So banning certain type of plastic will definitely make people think on this particular issue on of plastic and plastic waste disposal, and then it will keep a lot of associated stories, like many people will talk about waste, environment, water pollution, all those stuff. So definitely this plastic ban will help to improve local people perception on waste issue. Second thing, industries. So many industries, they know that this plastic is polluting our natural resources, but still they never care. So when government is taking huge step, definitely industries will get sensitized, because they don't want to lose money. And in future, when they wanted to produce different type of plastic, definitely they will consider whether it is recyclable or non-recyclable. So definitely plastic ban will improve industrial units responsibility. So the industries will be very responsible. They will definitely kind of change their policy on plastic manufacturing, because they'll be highly aware if they manufacture non-recyclable plastic, definitely it is going to be stopped soon after.